Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Thanks for all the subscribers. Appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. Just want to say thanks for that. Here lately I've been trying to figure out this movement involving, it's called ID 2020. A little bit of background on this. Back in 2015, all the United Nations member states adopted what's called the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. And part of what that included was a commitment to provide legal identity for everybody on the planet. And this would also include identity of their birth registration. And this was to be accomplished by the year 2030. Now, what ID 2020 is, it's an advocacy group that's calling for a digital ID for everybody. This group, ID 2020, believes that having a digital identity is a fundamental and universal right, a human right, and necessary to access essential services, healthcare, education, voting, social assistance programs, etc., etc. The ID 2020 and their partners launched a program to provide a digital ID with vaccines in September of last year, in September of 2019. What the program there is wanting to do, as I understand it, I've done a little bit of research on this. It wants to leverage the immunizations as an opportunity to establish digital identity. Now, of course, what a digital identity is, it's a computerized record of who a person is, and it's stored in a registry. It is used in cases like to keep track of who has received an immunization or a vaccination. Now, there's a vaccine alliance out there known as GAVI. That's GAVI. And what they want to do is to implement this registry with a digital identification to everyone in every nation. Their belief is that when a person in these nations are immunized, when they receive the vaccination, in other words, they can track it and they have record of it, and they can more easily track who has and who hasn't had it. Now, NEC, which is a global leader in the field of biometric authentication, along with GAVI and a outfit called Simprints. What Simprints does is they specialize in system integrations and the operations. GAVI, NEC, and Simprints have agreed to a partnership to use biometrics to improve the vaccine coverage, and what they're going to do is do it through a fingerprint. So basically, when an individual would receive the vaccination, they would then either give a thumbprint or a fingerprint, and it would be uploaded into the system. Like I said, the biometric fingerprint technology would come from Simprints, and it would be using NEC's reinforced authentication engine, and then GAVI's immunization experience and expertise. Throw all these three together on this endeavor, and it will basically enable the creation of a digital registry for the identities of everyone involved. And then, of course, the digital records, the biometric records, would be stored by Simprints. In addition to using fingerprints, you can also take a scan of the iris, and or both, and that's another way of getting that biometric print of the individual. Now, this isn't just being used for vaccinations. The city of Austin, Texas actually has been using something similar called MyPass, and their reasoning behind that is they use it as a way to provide identification for the homeless community in Austin. They go and they'll identify these people and they'll log them into the system. They'll take a fingerprint, and then that is their identification for when they go to get social services or anything like that. It allows the service providers to quickly and easily verify who these people are, and of course they can share this amongst the different organizations, the different service providers. So once you're in the system, you're in the system, and anybody can pull up your identity. Here in this latest era of the Wuhan virus, you know, you hear everybody talking about getting vaccinations, and it's going to be required for everybody, right? Doesn't it seem kind of fortuitous that they've got this technology now where they can give you your China virus shot and take a scan of your iris or fingerprint and get you into the system? And don't even get me started on the FedNow program, which is going to link directly into payments. That's a whole different topic. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out everything that's going on with this ID 2020. Let me hear your thoughts about it. I think there's more to come in this. Just my thoughts, Hill Country Husker. Thanks and God bless.